Hi everybody, it's Christine with Blissfully Raw Life. Today is another day in Sedona, Arizona, where Tatiana and myself are having loads of adventures full of fruit, vegetables, physical fitness, and exploring beautiful Sedona. We are going to be scrambling the Cathedral Mesa today. Yesterday we scrambled Bell Rock Mesa, and we just got here, just starting to have a look around, and there's another chat that we want to have with you. Thanks for joining us again today. What is it, day 2? Day 3? Day 3. On trips like this you lose track of time and what day it is. We've had so much fun doing our fitness classes and exploring nature. Come on, let's start walking down this path. So, lately I've been giving a lot of thought to media awareness and the effect that the media, magazines, newspapers, the 6 o'clock news, television advertisements, radio advertisements, the effect that can have on our life. A lot of people aren't even aware that it is affecting us. But when you stop and think about it, the media has a really big role in shaping every part of our existence, who we are, how we dress, what we buy, the food we eat, what we think, what we believe to be true, what we believe to be real, how we identify with ourselves and others, how we view ourselves. And unless you stop and think about that and consider the effects that the media are having on our lives, there's a good chance that we won't even be aware of it. I have memories of when I was a child watching cartoons, and I'm all happy watching my cartoons, and then I see all the adverts for Fruit Loops, Lucky Charms, Cocoa Puffs, crazy for Cocoa Puffs, and all the other things being sold to kids on TV. And right away, Mom, I need Cocoa Puffs. So next time we go grocery shopping, I'm pointing at the boxes on the shelf saying, you gotta buy this for me because I need to have Cocoa Puffs and Lucky Charms. Not just one of the boxes, but I need all of them. So crazy for Cocoa Puffs and silly rabbit tricks are for kids, and all the cool slogans that they have to capture the attention of kids and making the children really yearn and want to buy those products and consume them. And think of the health repercussions just right there. And then commercials for the parents. Buy Sunny D for your kid. It's good for them. Meanwhile, if you actually look at the ingredients, there's things like vegetable oil and really weird chemicals mixed into it. So the misleading of the commercials also telling us that it's healthy when none of it's healthy, unless it's fruit and vegetables that you pick off the tree or how it grows out of the earth and eat it just as such. We all know that's not exactly truly healthy. So watching all the adverts and reading the magazines and all the media bombardment that keeps coming at us, when we become teenagers, it really takes a big role in how we are shaped as young people and how we develop into adults. So as teenagers, we're self-conscious, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people. How do I look? Am I buying the right clothes? What about my haircut? And all the advertisements and the media are telling us to look a certain way, be a certain body type. You know, a lot of young people struggle with weight issues, and right into adulthood, people struggle with weight issues. And the media tells us what we're supposed to look like, and we often feel really bad about ourselves because we might not fit that mold and look like those pictures that we're told we're supposed to look like. And then it goes into adulthood, and you know, we're voters now. We're members of full members of society, and it continues to influence us on how we think about ourselves and others and our world, our society. So a couple years ago, I told a family member that I don't watch the news, and neither does my husband. And my aunt was like, what? You can't have your head buried in the sand and not be aware of what's going on. So I did think about that comment, but you know, there's a lot more going on to life and the world and society than just what the news is telling us. So I did get up enough courage to close the magazines and stop paying attention to any kind of media or advertisements. And what happened was really awesome and exciting, because a whole new world opened up. An entirely new world. And every day has been getting more and more beautiful and exciting ever since. Look at our surroundings where we are here. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear drops coming from the snow melting from the trees. You can hear it dropping, dropping, dropping. You can see the beauty. You can feel the air on the skin. It is absolutely magical. And if I was sitting at home, looking at my magazines, watching the news, listening to the radio adverts instead, imagine what I'd be missing. So I do suggest to anybody who has the habit of watching television lots, movies, all the adverts, maybe challenge yourself to shut it all off and have a new look around. And one thing to also remember that my family and I really noticed over the past couple months is within any community, there are community leaders that have a lot to say about this is right, you know, we need to be doing more of this, or we need to be buying into these products. But before you actually believe anything or go and make any purchases on products, do the research for yourself, check the sources, don't take anybody's word for it. We've had some instances lately where people who we really looked up to and believed pretty much for anything, we did some research just to double check what they were saying and found out that it was actually based on pseudoscience. And so please don't believe everything you say, always do your own research. Check the facts. And hopefully in Blissfully Raw Life, we won't be giving you any incorrect information. If anything is inaccurate, we'll be very happy to always correct it. We don't want to be misleading anybody or pretending that we know the facts when we actually don't. So thank you for listening to this heartfelt discussion. This does sit heavy on my heart because I remember what I was like as a child and a young person and as a young adult. and it wasn't easy to break out of that. But there is a lot of beauty and wonder and magic in the world. So if you're feeling like you're stuck in a situation or feeling unhappy, don't give up. There's lots you can do to add beauty to your life. We'll talk to you later. Christine with Blissfully Raw Life.